I'm still in my feelings. What's up, guys? It's your girl Phoenix Novell, and this is a art preview of Living in Color. This is, I think, one of my most diverse pieces. The inspiration behind this piece was a collection of people very different from one another, owning their individuality. Different colors, different shades, different hair, different outfits, different personalities. And it kind of took on a life of its own. This was the first painting that I actually tried to do something different at the bottom. If you can see down here, I did this whole acrylic pour at the bottom. I was really interested in learning this new technique. A friend of mine, Lee, she was working on some pieces of her own, and I was just excited about learning how to do it. You know, she was using she introduced me to like silicone and some different techniques as far as color mixing and layering, and I was watching her, and then I watched some tutorials on YouTube just to see how to do it. And I am no expert in doing it but I was so happy with the way that this came out. I was so happy with the way that I saw it, just kind of like, oh my god, the colors just like started bursting open. That's how I would describe this painting. The colors just kind of burst out at you. And I did not know what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to incorporate this into this painting, but I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. If I wanted to do it on their clothes, if I wanted to do it on the background, and then kind of like put them inside somehow. Didn't know how, but I was open to try. And this is how it came out. It turned into something completely different than I expected, but I'm so happy about it because it just makes me feel like there are no rules. Now, they were initially painted, their portraits, like the color of their skin was done in oil pastel, and the clothing that they're wearing is actually done in acrylic. So this is another one of those paintings where half of it is sealed with Liquitex gloss varnish and the other half is maybe sprayed just so that there's no smudging of the color on your skin. A couple of their hair, the hair texture of a few of the characters is used with the Liquitex coarse texture paste, so you can see that kind of it's like a grainy kind of feel and look to it. It gives it a little bit more dimension and it gives it a little bit more oomph, if you will. And then some of them is just painted. Like this one is just smooth, and so is this one. It's pretty smooth. But this hair, and this hair kind of has that more grittiness to it. I like the diversity. I liked to showcase relationships between different people from different parts of the world, different cultures. And I was thinking of putting exclamation points on their faces, but I was like, you know what? No, I want all my pieces to be different for different reasons. I want focal points to be different for different reasons. And I think the shades and the originality of everybody with their different styles speaks for itself. It's its own way of saying, oh, that's interesting. They have their own conversation pieces, if you will. If you notice, everybody in the painting has a little bit of this turquoise, a little bit of this color on in some way. So it's in her handbag and her bracelet. It's on her pocket and her buckles and the bottom of her shoes. It's on the bottom of her shoes and in her shirt. It's on her shoes, her shirt, her back pocket. It's on his shoes, actually. Very little on the guy, but it's on him. It's on her cufflinks. It's on her, the collar, and her shoes as well. And I did that because I just kind of wanted it to be a little bit more, kind of blend a little bit more with what's happening down here at the bottom with the acrylic pour. And the primary color of the acrylic pour is that kind of aqua turquoise kind of shade. So I wanted them to blend in a little bit there, but not too much that clashed with what they were individually doing. Living in Color, I didn't know what I was going to title this. I had no idea. I didn't know where I was going to let this one take me in terms of, you know, the title of the collection is Living on Purpose. So I'm like, okay, so what's this? But I wanted it to be something that said color. You know, I wanted it to be something. And I remember talking to one of my sisters, and she was like, Living in Color. And I had nothing to say. I had no objection. I was like, yeah, Living in Color. And so that is how I titled this, Living in Color. So thank you again, Shantae. Love you. But yeah, just living in color boldly, your skin color, your color tones, the ones that you feel the most powerful in, the ones that you pick out for whatever reason you pick them out. Living in color and not dulling your sparkle, not dulling your shine because it's easier to conform that way or because it doesn't offend anybody to do so. But being bold about it and not being afraid of sharing and broadcasting your light. So living in color is the purpose of all of us. Yeah. Cool. So if you guys want to check out this painting, if you want to buy this painting, if you want to see all of my art collection, please go to www.phoenixnovelle.com and click on the E2P Art Gallery link. So you can check out not only these paintings, but they have now been turned into notebooks and greeting cards. And in the near future, if not already, there's merchandise available as well in terms of handbags and hoodies, etc. So thanks again for tuning in, guys, and please stay tuned for the next art preview. Bye.